Well, I got a tree down on the fence, so it's really shorting it out. So I'm gonna take the chainsaw and cut the tree off of it. It's not much of a tree, so I'm not really gonna worry about saving any of the wood. But I've got a few other trees after this that I'm gonna go and cut up. Maybe I can get some firewood off of that for going camping or something. But um, yeah, let's get to it. Oh no, you buckled?
Why is there a gate here?
There's not a gate, honey. It's a fence.
Why is there a fence here?
I'll take this.
Why is there a fence here?
Because that's how we keep the cows in.
Go over there. Ooh, there's a spooky den.
A spooky den.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can saw all this out.
No, we're going to clear that out with the skid steer. Or the bulldozer one.
Turn around.
You snowed some tractors, didn't you?
What? I haven't seen one.
Huh?
Looks like a skyscraper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Never talk about one of those. They look like skyscrapers. Yeah, that's the one behind them.
All right. So I got all that sawed up. I hate sawing vines. That's like the worst thing. Everything's connected together, and no matter how much you cut away, they're always like still hooked together, and then you can't cut the vines easily, and it's dangerous. Honestly, is what it is. I just hate it. So hopefully that's the only one that had a bunch of vines. I didn't realize it had all those vines wrapped up in it. But I've got like 3 or maybe more trees now down across this trail that we're trying to clear out to make a camp, like a little campground for us. So it came a storm, it was real wet, and it blew a bunch of these trees down. We had a lot of this bulldozed out, and the trail bulldozed and cleaned, and then it came the storm, and a lot of the trees that were left standing fell over. So I'm gonna go through and cut these up. Hopefully I can get it done today. I don't know how many there are, but and hopefully I don't run any more vines. So I really hate vines. But all right, let's get to it. All right, I got most of that one cut up. I left that big stuff. My chain ain't hardly sharp enough to cut it up right now, so I'm gonna have to have my chain sharpened to replace it. But so I've got another one right here that's blocking the trail. I'm gonna try and cut it up, but it's way too hot to be doing this. I'm burning up. I'm trying to drink a lot of water, but good Lord. Yep. All right, let's get back to it.
Perfect.
All right, well, I finally got that cleared out. That was a lot. And then I'm hopefully my video worked and you saw where I got my chainsaw stuck. But you know, fortunately I was able to get it out without bending the bar or breaking a chain or anything. So I was worried that it wasn't. I was worried I was going to have to go and get my tools and take the bar off of it to get it out and bring another saw. But it worked out. So that's all cleared out. I'm gonna drive on down the trail, really hoping there's not another tree. If there is, I think I'll have to save it for another day. It's starting to kind of get dark and I'm worn out, so. All right, so there was no more trees, and now the path's cleared. Really want to start working on the campsite, so I'll do some videos about that. But just in case, if you were wondering, I'll show you kind of what I was using to do all my sawing. So all of my stuff's Husqvarna. I've got the 450 Rancher, and I've went through several bars and chains. I try and keep 3 or 4 chains and like a couple of extra bars, just in case for, you know, when you saw where I got it pinched. I could always just unscrew the bar and, you know, put a new bar and chain on it and then cut the pinched one out. You know, I use the same Husqvarna bar and chain oil, and I got, you know, the hat and the chaps and all that. You know, probably I've got another saw, but it doesn't work, and I really don't feel like trying to make it. It's really, really old. I really don't feel like working on it. So I thought I might buy another one, and I can't decide if I want to buy another Husqvarna so that everything kind of, you know, has the same sizes and whatnot. I can just maybe interchange some stuff, but I've also been thinking about getting a Stihl. I've heard a lot of good things about them too, so I'm not sure, but this has been a great chainsaw. I've used the heck out of it. It's cut down, I don't know, it's probably cut up 75 to 100 trees, maybe more than that, probably a lot more than that, honestly. I've had it for several years, so, and it seems like every time you turn around, there's a storm that's blowing all the trees over on the fence. So that's primarily what I end up doing with it. It's cutting off all the trees that fall on our fence. But yeah, all right. Well, I'll see you later.